Hey y'all, what's up? This is your boy Evan. Welcome to the Cartoon Block. Today I'm going to show you how to draw Death the Kid from Soul Eater. So get back here in a few seconds and check it out.
Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started drawing Death the Kid, beginning with a sphere for his head, and then we go ahead and put a center line going down the middle of his head at a slight curve because his head is turned away from us. Give him a little bit of chin area for his jawline, and in the middle of that sphere you're going to put his eye line, and we're going to darken in the outline of his head a little bit more. His eyes, just like Soul the Eater's eyes, are rectangles. The style of this anime is kind of stylized. His nose, all their noses are very simple. I love that part. Don't you love easy stuff? The mouth is a line that's at the bottom of that sphere that we drew earlier. And now we're going to go ahead and draw in the shape of the eyes. Once you put the rectangles in, the shape of the eyes comes pretty simple. They don't connect all the way around fully, but you do want to just put in their curvature rather in the bottom portion of the eyelids. And just like Soul's eyes, Death the Kid, he has the same stylized pupils. I'm going to darken up his eyebrows somewhat here, and now I'm going to switch to my Sumo Grip mechanical pencil to get in the fine detail. That's where you need a sharp lead to get those eyes in accurately. And I'll flip-flop back and forth between my cool erase Prismacolor to getting the general shape, like his hair that we have here, and the Sumo Grip. So the hairline comes just close to the upper portion of that circle, and he has strands of hair that comes down in between his eyes. His ears, simple ellipses or ovals. Once you get those in there, you just draw the detail of your own ear. Look in the mirror. And going back to my Sumo Grip, I'm going to refine it a little bit more. Now moving on with the hair. A good trick to do hair is to practice on a scratch sheet of paper with your wrist being very flexible. If you can get your wrist flexible enough, it's easier for you to do strands of hair without having to be very fine and detailed with the hair. You can quickly get in big, strands of hair without very much effort, and it's a good way to practice this on a scratch sheet of paper and then apply that to your real drawing, and you'll see your drawings have a lot more life to them. They won't be these dead flat lines. It'll be lines that have a lot of like strokes and movement and just overall life to them. And you'll have some slight adjustments and tweaks throughout the drawing. Now if you take the distance that's between his eyes, that's about equal to the distance between the top of that circle to the outer portion of his hairline. And you want to go ahead and sculpt that so the hairline tucks behind the ear. Now I'm going back to my other tools and just refining lines, making sure that they're tight enough. And I kind of just like tweak it and baby a drawing sometimes. It may be time to move on, but I want to just stay and just play in that area. Now going down to his neck area, it's a cylinder again, his collar, and we have a sphere for his chest. And I've run out of paper. I tend to do that from time to time. You guys know me. And how do I fix that? We attach more paper using this drafting tape. Get that on there. And now I have room to put in his body. And we're also going to put in a sphere for his pelvis area. I'm going to put rectangles down here, or cylinders rather, for his arms, his shoulder coming off the side of that chest sphere. And I think his arms may be too small, so I'm going to make them a little bit bigger. And you guys know how that is when you make things too small. That's why we draw very light. We don't commit to any lines until we're sure that we have our basic understructure down first. I'm going to darken in more of these lines. Now I'm going to start putting in details on his costume. His Grim Reaper neck tie or brooch, whatever you call it, and the white squares on his suit jacket. Kid's a very well-dressed guy. Put some more tape on here because my paper keeps moving. Now for his little tail and his back of his neck, or his head rather, is gradually put that in there. It's very simple curved hair strands. And back to this line's kind of bugging me. So now I'm going to use my Stapler HB pencil to start blocking in the white stripes on his head. And now we're going to just start in the middle, and then we'll work our way out from that middle white stripe. And just kind of eyeball it, guess what they should be with your eyes, kind of evenly. They don't have to be exact, you know, the same width. Just make them to where if anyone looks at it, it looks like it's roughly the same. Each white stripe is roughly the same width. And just color these in dark. How many of you guys have read the Soul Eater manga? I first heard about the anime before I heard about the manga, and I went back to check out the manga, and it's really cool. But I do like the action and the choreographed fight scenes in the anime best. They're really nice. Speaking of manga, I want to give a quick shout out to Ryan, Anthony, and Joseph over at Rona Project. I just finished reading their independently published manga, Rona, Perception of Destiny. If you haven't checked them out, go to their channel right now, check out their manga, and tell them CartoonBlock sent you. So now I'm just blocking in all the blacks and refining the drawing and just tweaking it, just having fun playing around with it. I could tweak this thing to death, but I'm not. So there you have it, Death the Kid. You guys ready for another drawing contest? Well, let's thank our sponsor, KaiAnimation.com. There will be one grand prize winner. Here are the details. Please follow all the rules very closely. Be sure to check out my other channel, CartoonBlock Uncut. Over there you can see me do some random sketches, mostly gesture drawings, and who knows, you might see a contest or two. See you next Friday.
Wait a minute. How are you supposed to... You can't hold a gun like this.